The quarterback carousel I keep telling you about spins off its axis if Aaron Rodgers removes the linchpin and says, I want to leave the Green Bay Packers. He said sooner rather than later, the night of honors that I just referenced, Thursday night before the Super Bowl, that he's going to let everybody know before the new league year, which is coming up in almost 2 weeks. That's March 16th, but March 18th is really the new league year day, but March 16th is the day that the tampering window, don't call it the tampering window, opens up. Basically, his decision is going to have to come over the next 3 weeks. And Brian Gutekunst had a press conference yesterday, and when asked about would he still be willing to trade Aaron Rodgers if that's the way it goes, said he wouldn't deal in hypotheticals. And said that everything is great between him and Rodgers, and said that he speaks more with Rodgers than any other player because Rodgers is different, and then kind of caught himself. Said that different in terms of his status, his status. And I told him on yesterday's show, to say, hey, Brian, like just 2 cents. We've never met. I'd love to have you on the show, by the way, Brian. At 844-204-RICH, number to dial. We'll give you the guest hotline. And so I told him, hey, I think you should substitute the word different for special, unique, that sort of thing. Question is, what's in Aaron Rodgers' mind? Andrew Brandt, who, as you know, knows a lot of tea leaves for the Green Bay Packers front office and has been there, was there, the Favre to Rodgers transition, he tweeted out that he thinks Rodgers knows already and is just waiting it out, I guess, for the drama's sake. I don't know. Our colleague at the Worldwide Leader in Sports, Diana Rossini, tweeted something out just this very morning. Aaron Rodgers will be informing the Packers of his decision soon. Oh, there's our friend Per League Sources. Per League Sources. Yeah, that's our Scandinavian friend, Per League. I'm told there are multiple teams with offers on the table.
Of course.
Imagine that.
But, of course, nothing can happen until the Green Bay Packers allow a trade.
I like that graphic.
Now, I mean, there's so much right there.
Yeah.
So he's going to inform them of his decision, and multiple teams have offers on the table, and nothing can happen unless the Packers allow a trade. Unless Rodgers' decision is to stay, then everything comes off the table.
That's like, bye-bye. Poof. Kaiser Soze.
Just remind me of Frank White.
But what has to come with Rodgers saying I'm staying is a new deal.
Yeah, big time.
Because, it's not just him, hey, I'm staying, and great, you got 1 more year left on your contract. Terrific.
Pay that man this money, huh?
Our friend, Spot Track, right?
Yeah, Spot Track, yeah.
You call it Spot Track, I call it Spot Track. But let's just call it a massive cap hit. That if Aaron Rodgers right now, he under the cap.
I got it.
Well, you got it for $46 million?
Yeah.
That's not happening. So they got to come up with something, and it can't happen, but that's what may be happening behind the scenes, where Rodgers has informed them, I'm coming back. And then if I come back, then what would be the contract? How long? How much? And then that would mean Jordan Love would have to sit and wait much longer than Rodgers waited for Favre to cede the stage. So saying yes comes with a negotiation, and I wouldn't be surprised if he's already let them know that. Or if I say yes, what does that mean in terms of a contract? And that's the sort of stuff that is being discussed right now. And why hypotheticals like a trade doesn't need to be dealt with right now. And why anything else that's going on with trades are a moot point. Because Rodgers right now could be going ahead and having already, I would think, wouldn't you think? Hey, David Dunn, and the rest of his advocacy group, find out what that would mean. What would a contract, like, what would they be offering? Like, what would it be for me to stay? That's definitely part of the equation. How long of a contract are you offering? Mm-hmm. Well, how much funny money is in there? At what point would you, based on the contract you hand me, and this is absolutely a tell if Green Bay comes up and gives him a contract that after 2 years, 1 year, 2 years, gives them the option to just say goodbye to him, cut him, and say goodbye. This was the deal. This was the issue with the Patriots and Brady towards the end, right? It's like, how long of a long-term contract do you give somebody who's pushing 40, despite how great they look just before pushing 40?
Yep.
How long of a contract do you give that person? Do you hedge your bet? Because if you hedge your bet, you're kind of letting the guy know when you're handing the contract is great stuff, man. Back-to-back MVP years. That's incredible. But we just can't run the risk of you being on our books for so much money and suddenly your returns diminish. And that sounds reasonable too, right? It sounds totally reasonable, except to the guy whose ability to stay strong you're doubting.
He hasn't shown any
I'm
signs
telling
of
you,
it.
I'm telling you, you put these things together, and if somebody in the Green Bay front office with a contract that's coming out there, I'm going to say this, starts doubting your ability to maybe stay strong and healthy for deep into your career, that's when you go on your buddy's show and start talking about the type of things you're doing to yourself to cleanse.
No. Did you see the details of that?
I don't really want to get too detailed in it. That's the ultimate TMI.
I mean, I could break it down
system.
for you.
No, you don't. Clearly, it's been broken down and
exited.
That's you
Watering
know
it-
what I'm doing. I'm
watering it
cleansing.
for-
I'm healthy. This is what I'm doing while you're coming out with a contract, because
He's watering and
it
fertilizing.
can't just be. He says, "Yeah, I'm coming back," and then forces it on them to say, in dollars and cents and terms, like that has to be being hammered out right now, or at least placed in front of Rodgers to make his decision. Yeah, you know what? If that's your final offer, then send me to the Broncos, or send me here, or send me there. That's the way I read this. That's what's happening now. I would do that. I would absolutely send my agent into the front offices or towards Gutekunst and with a Zoom or whatever to say, so if Aaron says yes, if Aaron wants to stay, how much of a guarantee do you give him? How long does this next relationship last before Aaron's sitting at home a couple fingers into his drink and finds out you've just moved up in the draft like the last time? Because we need to know this. This is something that you have to think is absolutely in Rodgers' decision making, is what the Packers would be willing to give. So Rodgers is going to inform them of his decision soon. Sure. That's got to be informed by whatever Green Bay puts on the table for him, because you'd have to think he's asking them that, and that other teams have offers on the table for him. Great. Gutekunst is like, yeah, bring him in. Sounds good. What else is going on in your world? Oh, by the way, I mean, if you have you caught up on Ozark? I mean, like, that's the conversation you have. Thanks for that. What else is going on?
Right.
And why Gutekunst, when he's asked point blank, what about a trade offer? He's just like, yeah, I don't deal in hypotheticals, because he's not there yet. Because everything is good with Aaron. Aaron did tell him, maybe privately, what he said to him about him publicly. I mean, just take a look at his MVP acceptance speech from last year to compare it to this year. It's night and day. And then, yeah, none of the trade offers matter unless the Green Bay Packers greenlight it. Well, they don't have to if they come to an agreement with Aaron Rodgers. Because I'm telling you, the day if Rodgers does come back, there'll be a fully baked contract announced with it.
Yeah, I think you're right.
It won't be, he's back, now comes the fine print, now they start negotiating a contract. I don't think that's the way it would work.
It'll be 4-year, $200 million.
Well, whatever it is, it's just like he's back and he's got a contract and Aaron Rodgers is done. Finished. Yeah. Go about your business. Aaron's going to go.
Devontae Adams is next.
Do whatever's there. Well, I guess that's part, and that might be part of it too. What are you going to do with Adams? What are you going to do with the rest of the team? How are you going to work it out?
Yeah, and Gutekunst said yesterday he doesn't like using the franchise tag. He would like to get a long-term
Why not?
deal
And all of that comes together with how much Rodgers is willing to take, hometown discount, et cetera, so on and so forth. That's the way I'm reading all of it. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.